I might should have put that mug on Don't Disturb, but oh well.
Don't disturb. Who disturbing what?
Don't be disturbing me
Today,
when I'm
I'm
live.
also directing.
Here we go.
Man. Oh, we have one day there.
Yes, we did. I didn't announce this one, so it might be
Huh?
kind of lackluster.
Random.
Huh?
So you just randomly doing that?
Yeah,
It's gonna be very interesting doing lives from now on though, since was it the Hangouts?
They took Hangouts on air away from us
Hangouts
right when we were starting to get the hang of it.
I know it's kind of
They
messed up.
take it away.
Hangouts on air is like no more. That's crazy.
Want us to do anything?
Yeah, that's messed up, man. You don't get on with people. It's so easy to get people on. That's what's so crazy.
Exactly.
So easy.
There we go. There we go.
What?
What's up? What's up?
What's good?
Chat on here so we can see it over here. So I want to be watching it on the phone. How y'all doing today?
Yeah. What's going on, people?
We are here to discuss the president.
Are we really?
Oh yeah.
You hear this? That's the president.
Well, I guess I'm here to discuss the president and my disapproval of his speech this morning. We said when we first started this thing, if we saw something Trump did that we didn't agree with, we would speak out on it. So here we are once again.
Within reason.
Yeah, within reason, of course. This is for good reason.
Oh yeah.
For very good reason.
Because the media bash Trump so much, but the funny thing is it's always for like no good reason.
What has he done? Well, here we go. What has he done, Joe?
I don't know. What has he done? He ain't done nothing.
The title of the video is Trump's Eff'n Up. Today, after the mass shootings this weekend, of course, that's a tragedy. Everybody believes that that's a tragedy. Everybody knows that that's a tragedy. Everybody sits back and we're in agreement with that. But when you come up and you have a speech and you say that you're going to basically give the Justice Department jurisdiction to try to make legislation that's going to basically give people the death penalty for hate crimes, I have a problem with that. And hopefully, you guys don't have a problem with that. Because it's a dangerous situation. I will explain why I feel this way.
First of all, I mean, who heard the speech?
Who heard the speech? Yeah. Did anybody hear the speech? Maybe we should.
Because it was like earlier today, right?
Yeah, it was earlier today.
I didn't even hear the speech, so it was like, whatever.
The road to hell is paved from good intentions. Exactly.
It was like whatever, but like once I actually listened to certain parts of the speech, then a few red flags came up. There were a few red flags, and the red flags that we kind of saw were it was just like a specific part of the speech. I'll play it here just so you all can hear the actual part of the speech that we're talking about.
Today, I'm also directing the Department of Justice to propose legislation ensuring that those who commit hate crimes and mass murders face the death penalty, and that this capital punishment be delivered quickly, decisively, and without years of needless delay. These are just a few of the areas of cooperation that we can pursue. I am open and ready to listen and discuss all ideas that will actually work and make a very big difference. Republicans and Democrats have proven that we can join together in a bipartisan fashion to address this plague. Last year, we enacted the Stop School Violence and Fix NICS Acts into law, providing grants to improve school safety and strengthening critical background checks for firearm purchases. At my direction, the Department of Justice banned bump stocks. Last year, we prosecuted a record number of firearms offenses.
Okay. So,
and you guys can comment if you don't see anything, sketchy or anything wrong or negative about anything that the president said, just in that minute clip there, a soundbite there, then, you just comment and let us know. But there were a couple things that were, like red flags to us or that we don't agree with.
Number one, like I said before, the fact that he was saying that people should be...
The Department of Justice to propose legislation ensuring that those who commit hate crimes and mass murders face the death penalty.
Okay. Those who commit hate crimes and mass murder. Which separates the two.
So, yeah, because a lot of people will automatically say, when we're talking about hate crimes, especially someone who's a Republican or someone who's right-leaning, that when we're talking hate, when we use the term hate crimes, that you're automatically talking about a heinous murder or, mass murder or some sort. So, that's, like, in my mind, that's just, would be, I guess, a legitimate use of the term, like a hate crime. Obviously, if it's, like, premeditated and it's an action that's hate-filled and it ends in murder, then, okay, if you want to call that a hate crime, I don't even like the term.
I don't like the term hate crime at all.
But if you're going to use it, then if it's on that note, then if you're going to say, a murder, would it be considered hate crime? I guess you could say a murder would be considered hate crime. Because, I mean, a murder in itself is murder, which is already a federal offense. So if murder is already a federal offense, then I don't see the need to categorize it. Yeah, capital offense. So why would you need to categorize it as anything else other than murder?
That's why it's a slippery slope. Because who gets to define what a hate crime is? Right now, hate crimes are defined as anything from calling somebody a nigga or saying that I hate you to all the way up to murder.
Well, that's hate. That's hate speech.
But that, and sometimes people classify that as a hate crime. It depends on who you're talking to. It's so vague. Hate crime is so vague. It's very dangerous to say. Put that in the category of death penalty, because you're gonna end up having people getting the death penalty for calling people out their name.
And like when people define hate crime, well, as far as Webster's, they're defining it as like a crime that is typically like. That's typically involving violence. So if you're typically involving violence, that means that it's not limited to violence.
Exactly.
So if it's not limited to violence, then a hate crime does not always, what else is there that a hate crime can be involved in? It could involve hate speech. It could fall in those guidelines of hate speech.
Like you said, 1984.
It's not a violent act.
Like thought crimes. You're going to get to the point where it's going to be thought crimes and we're going to be shocked.
And the hate crime is always like supposedly always motivated by like prejudice, like on the basis of race or religion or sex or whatever. So based off those grounds, if I'm not committing a violent act against you and it can still be deemed hate crime, like what other acts are we going to be associating with the hate crime?
Exactly.
Because even Trump himself just separated it from murder.
Yeah. I mean, we put a post up earlier, and people were saying some people were saying okay, but it's how he's always talking about murder. But he separated.
That's the thing that got me. He separated the two. He could have said involving murder. He could say any hate crime including murder.
Any hate crime including murder. Any hate crime involving murder or any hate crime such as murder. I mean, it's different phraseology that you could use to indicate that you're using them and saying they're the same thing.
Yeah,
but he didn't do that. That's not what he did.
Yeah.
And then some people say, well, he ain't good at expressing himself.
I don't even think he wrote that speech.
I don't think he did either.
You could tell the way he was reading. He wasn't just speaking. He was reading that.
But yeah, I mean,
I've seen Trump where he's just speaking, like he's just talking. You can tell, but he was just reading that.
This situation right here is too crazy and too important to be mixing words. Even if he didn't mean what he said, you can't be playing with it.
Exactly. Jack Fletcher said, hate crime is the same as assault rifle.
Exactly.
Did you all see the clip of Coleon Noir just destroying the host of TMZ? Like it was just
that was crazy.
They brought him on. It's just pissing me off when people have no clue anything about a firearm. They have no clue what a firearm is, or assault weapon is. They have no clue what semi-automatic is, but they try.
What's up, conservative? What's good?
try to bring those what's up? They try to bring those talking points into a conversation or to an argument or to a debate, and they know nothing about the situation. Like, why you gonna try to debate on something that you have no clue what you're talking about? You have no information on it, but you trying to debate it, like based off of anecdotal talking points. Like, it ain't gonna work, and it never does. So Coleon destroyed them. That was an interesting interview there. It's like 12-minute interview. Look it up on Coleon Noah's YouTube channel. It's pretty dope.
But yeah, back to Trump effing up.
You can F up sometime. I effed up.
I mean, and then you still got people, and this what bothers me. This is what bothers me. You have the same people that were tripping off Obama. Now they sit there and whatever Trump does, they're like, yes, it's so wonderful and great. He farts and it smells like flowers. No, if the dude is wrong, he wrong.
I don't know. Trump farts might smell.
No.
I don't know.
No.
You saying?
No. I'm just saying you can't be a lackey. You can't just follow what people say just because you like the person. People mess up. Trump is messing up. When you make that call, and then he goes off and says, basically, pats himself on the back for the darn bump stock ban.
Yeah.
How dare you pat yourself on the back for stealing people's property?
And my thing is, like, you know, he never claimed to be like a constitutionalist or anything. So
no, he didn't.
He does. I don't even think he doesn't care about bump stocks. I don't even really care about.
I don't care about him either, but I care about people's property.
Exactly. So I think his thing is more so he don't even care about bump stocks. So he's like, it's not taking the guns. I say I will not let them take the guns, and I mean that. But as when it comes to bump stock, that's like a compromising grounds there, grounds for compromise. You know,
don't like it.
I don't like it either because it's still personal property. So it's still a negative in my book. I understand the game, but I don't agree with the methods and the tactics that are used, you know, while playing the game. So that's, you know, me. That's just my take on it, you know. But we got Cable Anderson.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate that. Much
Appreciate
love
it.
to you. We
I am
the governor.
Hi, governor.
Governor? Hey.
Governor.
Yeah, so that's just my take on that as far as, you know, him actually making those moves that he's making. You know, so because no one's technically hurting right now because of a bump stock ban. But still, that's giving leeway and building the bridge. It's like you're not actually building the bridge to this destructive area of land over here, but you're giving leftists or those that will have the intent, evil intent, you're giving them the material that they need to build that bridge to destruction. So, you know, it's kind of like you're aiding and abetting a crime in a sense.
We'll put the PayPal in the description below after the video.
Definitely, yeah, we'll do that. PayPal and yeah, definitely. But yeah,
it's crazy. Like the thing that you do, who's gonna get into the seat after you leave, Trump? Who's gonna get in the seat? You don't know the stuff that you're opening up, the doors that you're opening up, the roads that you're paving here. You're gonna set up something that we probably can't get out of without bloodshed, and that's not gonna be pretty at all. At all. When you get to the point where you giving people the power to put people in jail or put people in the death penalty for some like volatile stuff like that, it's crazy. Like it's real stuff. You can to the point where you putting people in prison for basically thinking something or joking with somebody. I can be joking with somebody, man, I'm gonna knock you out, I'll kill you. Playing, joking, and then somebody hears that, so oh my God, he's threatening him, he said he was gonna kill him, and boom, hate crime. You in jail, you got the death penalty, and now they hanging you or whatever they're gonna do to you. But you did.
No super chat. We appreciate that, Tora.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for reminding us that we're in some serious trouble with police office. Definitely.
Yeah, the way it's looking, we might be in trouble while he in office.
I don't think so.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think.
I'm not as optimistic as this guy.
Hey, I'm pretty optimistic about the situation because the way I even look at it, like the fact that we aren't in a war in World War III yet is a good sign to me. I feel like it's coming after this administration is over. So that's my biggest.
I don't think we have.
I don't want to say fear.
That's why I'm starting to start keeping canned foods and trying to start prepping things because I don't think we got too much longer.
Yeah, before everything just go all the.
That's my personal preference.
But anyway, yeah, it's really to the point. Like you said, it's like a slippery slope. You know, and I know people use that term a lot, slippery slope. That we're going down, but it's kind of like becoming a freaking landslide.
Oh yeah.
Like 100 miles an hour with things that are going on. Yeah.
And it's scary. Like if he'll compromise on this with the bump stock, that really started opening my eyes. Like yo, we in trouble. Compromise with that. Now you saying this kind of stuff, and he's made small edges onto suppressors.
Yeah.
Bruh,
so ask him about signs. Yeah.
You know nothing about what you're talking about. Leave it alone.
I'll consider it. Consider banning suppressors. So, and it's still, and like I said, you still can argue that he's not touching, our right to bear arms.
Yes, he is.
You can still argue that though.
I don't care what you're arguing.
You can make the argument that he's not touching the right to bear arms.
Anytime you start inching towards it, you need to leave that
personal property.
You need to leave that.
You all over that
alone. Exactly.
You all over personal property, and which is I'm like you still stepping on the Constitution. So it's a slippery slope. And obviously I'm gonna read. Y'all already know the First Amendment. I'm gonna read it anyway. So Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people to peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. All right, so we already know for a fact we stepping all over that.
All over
federal government people, we stepping all over that. We got so many laws that just that contradict that one amendment right there. Even
it's ridiculous.
But that's the thing I'm saying. Like this isn't something that happened overnight.
Oh no!
Like, this has been going on for years.
We were born into the infringement.
Exactly. I mean, you even go back as far as to like 1803 when Marbury versus Madison was implemented, and I mean that basically is stating that giving too much power to the judicial system, if you ask me. But if even in that you're saying any laws that's repugnant to the U.S. Constitution is null and void, but then yet and still we have all these laws that continue to go right. The exact opposite and contradict the Constitution. Yep. So it's like we'll make up laws, we'll put laws into place, and then those laws contradict the laws that are already in place. Exactly. And then the laws of the land that are primary, what we're supposed to be going by, the U.S. Constitution, is completely just crapping all over that over and over again. So
and we get used to it.
Yeah, we get
used to the crap storm, and it's like,
well, let's just keep making more laws.
Smells like a normal day.
So it's like, why do we even use the Constitution anymore? We're just gonna keep crapping on it like that. And that's the thing, like that's why I said it's not technically his fault because he in it just like we born into it. He born into it just like we born into it. So you just keep playing the same old game.
And it's our fault for not saying that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's all of our fault. But I'm like, we're so far into it, So I'm just looking at it, trying to look at it from his perspective, like, I make this one little move here is not going to really do as much damage as this other law has done, or I'm not really taking the guns. I'm just compromising here, doing this thing. You're still playing the game. Do I agree with it? Heck no. But
man,
just trying to understand, the means of which is being done, which is like it's still completely a negative.
Yeah.
In my book, but just trying to understand the mindset of the individual.
Man, I know it's hard to be in that position. I get that, but you can't be wavering on certain things.
No, exactly. Of course not. Especially to say like, yeah, my administration did this, like,
yeah,
we made that happen.
With my how you say it? I don't want to misquote him. Go to it.
For everybody,
like with my leadership, we took away bump stocks.
Yeah, for everybody who just getting in, we'll just play this.
We'll play this clip again. Well, not the whole thing, but
propose legislation ensuring that those who commit hate crimes and mass murders face the death penalty, and that this capital punishment be delivered quickly decisively and without years of needless delay. These are just a few of the areas of cooperation that we can pursue. I am open and ready to listen and discuss all ideas that will actually work and make a very big difference. Republicans and Democrats have proven that we can join together in a bipartisan fashion to address this plague. Last year, we enacted the Stop School Violence and Fix NICS Acts into law, providing grants to improve school safety and strengthening critical background checks for firearm purchases. At my direction, the Department of Justice banned bump stocks. Last year,
with his direction, they banned the bump stocks. They're like, haha, yeah, I did that. Forget you.
In the Stop School Violence and Fix NICS Acts and different things like that's another thing that I'm saying. Like we implement these different laws and whatnot, and they are in the mindset to help things, but in turn it still doesn't fix the issue. You know, at the end of the day, you still don't fix the issue. Go back to the Constitution, right of people to keep and bear arms not being infringed upon. I think would fix the problem a whole lot better than implementing a whole bunch of different laws, like, you know, just to try to implement our own ideas on how to fix things. Like the Founding Fathers already gave us the outline to have it fixed. These shootings that happened. What was that? One was at Walmart or something, and
some was at a mall.
At a mall. Like, but if people were being taught of the mindset to arm themselves
and protect themselves.
For self-preservation,
the fool would have been shot in the face before the cops got there.
Long before any the number of people who got killed or murdered, but long before that took place. Guaranteed.
Yeah, somebody misunderstood our take on this today, and it was like, so what would you propose would be the best option for people that murder multiple people? It was like, we ain't against the death penalty at all.
No,
as a matter of fact. We're for the death penalty. Very much for the death penalty. For mass murderers and such. Yeah, they need to die. And we don't need to sit there and pay for them with our tax money for 15 years before you do it. Do it, baby.
Yeah.
But, and she was like, so I was like, to answer your first question, yeah. The best way to get rid of these people, the best way to deal with these people that murder multiple people, is to shoot them in the face before the cops get there.
Problem solved.
Problem solved. Then you ain't got to deal with no trial. You ain't got to deal with paying the lawyers. You ain't got to deal with them sitting death row for 15 years. They already gone. If you come in with a gun and try to shoot people, you should be shot in the face.
End it right there. Just end it right there. We don't have to worry about it.
Why we going through all the extra stuff? You try to.
We save lives. We save money. We save so much. We just save.
Why is it so? Say that.
You just save salvation.
Why is that such a bad thought process? They trying to kill people. Why not just end them? Protect your own self and the people around you.
Especially if we're saying you for the death penalty.
Exactly.
It just eliminates all that.
But we've been so beat down and taught that it's wrong to protect yourself. Wait for the police to get there. That's not their job. They come protect you.
Exactly.
They come to figure out what happened before they got there. Prime example, Marshall Dillon from Gunsmoke. He don't never do nothing. Miss Kitty done shot the man from behind the bar, and then he come riding up. Oh, I wonder what happened. What happened here, Miss Kitty? Yeah, because he ain't there. It's not the cop's job to protect you. It's your job to protect yourself. Away.
They don't live behind. They don't live like in your house with you.
Exactly. Exactly. When seconds count, the cops are minutes away.
Oh yeah, you know it.
Not saying we're against cops. We're just against the obsessive job that we've given them.
Exactly. It's too much. It's really too much. We asking.
They ain't supposed to do all that. We asking too much of them people.
Exactly.
And the fact that they keep trying to do it, kudos to you.
Exactly.
But just know
it ain't your
you going and beyond your duty because we supposed to protect.
Not your job description. If justice is written in our laws of our land, the Constitution is not your job description, but we give it to them.
Exactly.
Because we too
lazy and ignorant and servile to do it ourselves.
Exactly. That shouldn't be going on.
No.
It's not surprising to me that they are going on because of the way we live, but they shouldn't be going on. They should not be transpiring the way they are. But it's going to continue to go. It's going to continue to go down this road, especially now seeing this how like 2020 elections are coming around. Like, not saying that these shootings are like being funded by the government or something, or some secret conspiracy going on like that.
I love not conspiracy. Not saying it is. Not saying it's not.
But just I feel like a lot of this has to do with the fact that 2020 elections coming around. Stop now. Like Trump messing up.
Who knows?
What we talking about guns? We too pro to away from them. We are what the left fears. When you talk about self-preservation, when you talk about upholding the Constitution, when you talk about actually reserving the life of the people and rising up and studying and learning and researching for yourself and protecting your family,
they don't like.
What does the left do? They shut you down.
Yep.
Why? Because there's some left-leaning, Marxist, crime-loving. I don't say no more.
Prick.
Because they'll shut the stream down again. There's really, over the whole speech, those are really the two biggest points of his speech where I found there to be an actual issue, and for anything to have a conversation about. Because most of the stuff I was agreeing with, like, it not being the guns, of course, we hear all the talking points all the time, it's not the guns. Need to do a better job of looking at people's mental health as far versus trying to get more regulations on guns. We already know that. Like, we have how many laws on the books now are there?
Thousands.
That pertain to gun regulation?
A whole heap of them.
All right. So, in gun restrictions, so we like they're not working clearly, right?
A whole heap of laws.
And we only hear about these mass shootings, like majority of the time, you're gonna hear about these mass shootings when it's not a black person.
55 shootings in Chicago the last weekend. Deadliest weekend of.
So, but if you do some research, you'll find out a lot of mass shootings that's going on in America. There's a lot of black people committing them too, but you don't really hear about that. So
do you agree, disagree with
things a problem? Because we're still yet to agree on what hate crimes are.
Exactly.
And like I said, we looked up the definition, but it says, it typically involves violence, which means it doesn't always have to involve violence. So if hate crimes aren't always violent crimes, then what other crimes can we associate with hate crime?
Exactly.
So that leaves too much room for relativity.
People to die for stupid reasons.
It's too relative. It becomes relative when hate crime, the term hate crimes become too relative. So in Trump's mind, it may mean one thing, but in Kamala Harris's mind, it may mean something completely, or Bernie Sanders' mind, or Ocasio-Cortez's mind, it might mean something. It will mean something completely different than what Trump.
Bernie Sanders' mind, it can mean I'm not giving you free college.
So that's something we have to take into consideration when he says the death penalty for mass murders. Like, okay,
of course,
kill them suckers.
Of course, no one's disagreeing with it.
But also, also death penalty for those who commit hate crimes. Dude, it may be even if that's implemented within his next 4 years, and we like, okay, a mass murder
exactly.
A mass murder happens or a mass shooting happens, and then we like, okay, this guy gets the death penalty.
It's
like,
two genders.
Cool.
Oh, hate crime, kill him.
Exactly. So yeah, even in these next 4 years, if this is implemented and we got the death penalty, say it all goes through, and this guy commits a mass shooting or whatever, and then we're like, oh, he gets the death penalty, take him out, done. Everyone's like, okay, that worked. He's done. Cool. After Trump leaves, then we already implemented it now, so now let's start to shift the terms a little bit. We talk about this a lot with abortion. It used to be the fact of, even like right before Roe v. Wade, it was, or even during the time of Roe v. Wade, it was just, hey, all right, well, if a mother is on her deathbed with this child, if there's a risk that the mother could die, then we can terminate the pregnancy, after 24 weeks.
Other than that,
no. But now, health risk can be determined upon a mother's financial situation. If she doesn't feel like she's financially stable to take care of the child, if she doesn't feel like she will be mentally stable after giving birth to this child, she don't feel like she can take care of it. Oh yeah, well we're gonna if that's the case, we're gonna take this child. You can have the child. We're gonna take this child into the other room, make sure they're comfortable. Then we're gonna have a conversation whether we're gonna kill them or not. So that's what the direction we're going.
Language, man.
Yeah, they changed it. We changed the terminology. We talk about that a lot. So the same thing, the same left that can change with abortion is the same leftist mindset that can kind of change that terminology with a situation like hate speech, or hate crimes. So we just have to be very
They've
careful.
been ramping up for this for a while, man.
Oh yeah.
And then Trump just played right into the hand, like, hey, let's do this.
Exactly. So then it's like, is it really, is he just trying to do whatever he can while he's here, and whatever the consequences after I'm gone, you just have to deal with the consequences and repercussions then? Or is it really like, do we feel like maybe he has been like, someone's talking in his ear, giving him this info, and
he's been in.
I don't want to say that, but that's what I'm trying not to say. But I don't know.
I mean, it's a scary time. It's a scary time.
Yeah, we're living in scary times.
But you look at all the mass shootings that's gonna be happening if they do implement it. You try to come to somebody's house and try to give them the death penalty for an opinion. It ain't gonna be pretty.
Not at all.
That's gonna be the beginning of a civil war. And
exactly.
You're not gonna take a man from his family for an opinion.
Yeah, exactly. That's dangerous.
And if you try that, it's not gonna go over too well, especially if you ain't took the guns yet. So you would have to take the guns before you do that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you talking about doing that means, in my mind, I'm thinking you coming up with my guns like real soon.
Real soon.
That's where my mind automatically goes.
Real soon.
Because in order for you to do that, you cannot have us with guns. Because it's not going to be a good day.
It's going to be a bloodbath. This is America. We have millions.
Yeah, and that's going to make your government look horrible. So there's bad optics all the way around. So they would have to take the guns first.
And people try to say, oh yeah, we're talking about assault rifles. We're not talking about all weapons. We're talking about assault weapons, which are the semi-automatic weapons. Those. Exactly. So
every modern firearm is basically
most people don't understand that. So they'll agree with the fact that semi-autos need to be banned and taken away.
Because they don't know.
It's impossible. So if you even try to go that route, people are gonna be like, no, you're not gonna take just because it's semi-auto. No, you're not gonna do it. You're gonna have a lot of mass shootings. A whole lot of mass shootings, which means you're gonna have a whole lot of death penalties. So yeah, that's a dangerous thing too. Like you're gonna have a whole lot of dead patriots.
Yeah. And dead people that try to provoke the Patriots.
Exactly. So it's gonna be ugly.
It's best just.
And people say, and a lot of people say Trump. He's just trolling. He's just trolling. But that's
no. I'm not. Like I said, I'm not that optimistic. I don't think he's like, yeah, I got this move right here, and this is gonna like secure freedom for everybody.
Sometimes, but not in 99%. No. You like if you really still trolling and saying stuff like that, if you still trolling, like you ain't trolling.
You trolling me?
Yeah, you trolling me.
I ain't liking that too much.
Cause it's gonna go sideways real quick. Like, that's a backfire for sure. Like, you might as well be putting a gun to you playing Russian roulette. Like,
oh yeah,
you playing Russian roulette
with 5 rounds.
Exactly. So that's dangerous, man. You dangerous.
You only got one chance to escape from this.
Exactly. So
the rest of it is a kill shot.
Yeah.
Dangerous game you playing, man. Did you see Beto? I saw Beto last night it was this morning on the news. He was talking about the shootings or whatever.
Oh, word.
Beto a joke.
He dropped out of the presidential
He dropped out of the race, yeah.
So just shut up. Nobody want to hear you. Nobody want to hear you then. Like obviously you dropped out. Nobody want to hear you. You have nothing to bring to the table, dude. Shut up.
That's basically what they doing.
Jason James says we have a problem with drunk drivers killing people. So everyone, please turn in your car to the government. That's a good point. That's a great point. Because actually, with vehicles.
Wait a minute, I missed that part. I ain't see him laughing at the shooting.
Cars, drunks, different things. What?
I was about to say he was laughing at the shooting. I didn't see that part. I missed that.
No, I didn't see him at all, so I don't want to see him.
Man. How about me? That's another thing. These people are out of touch somewhere. Where everybody's rich and they don't have to want for nothing.
Yeah. You don't have to worry
and
about.
And we live down here
type of
in our little communities where folks try to break your house to take your stuff.
Where it's even a possibility.
You don't have to see the criminal because by the time they even get to your gate, your security team has escorted them back across the street.
Off the premises.
We ain't got no security detail. We have to deal with these people.
Exactly. But those are generally the people who are going to be coming up.
Of course, we need our guns. You need yours too, but somebody missing something. But you got 20 other hands out there holding the guns for you. We have to actually do the dirty work ourselves. If it's going to get done. If we're going to be protected, if we're going to sustain our lives, if we want to keep breathing, we got to do it ourselves.
That's what it's supposed to be about anyway. Like,
but then you tell us, no, you're wrong for wanting to keep breathing. My breath is more important than your breath.
Exactly. Those are the individuals who want more government control. For me, take all of us. You don't need to take care of yourself. You don't need that firearm. You got
Trust
for that.
in me.
But those are always the same individuals, those ones in those gated communities who never had to actually deal with real life consequences. Those are always the individuals who are going to bring up those talking points of more gun regulation or common sense gun reform or common sense gun control or all those talking points that have rights. They don't need rights. They don't care about rights. All they care about is safety, right? So let the government take care of it. But
the video froze. That's probably when it froze earlier.
Yeah.
Or maybe they did it again. That tells you straight up, don't protect yourself. You don't have to protect yourself. I'll take care of it. They probably want you dead.
Yeah. Indirect. I mean, it doesn't even have to be like they're cognitively aware that they want you dead, but just the outlook that they bring to the table with those comments and that mindset.
At least they want you to be their slave. They want you to be their slave. If you can't protect yourself, you're a slave to somebody else. You're going to have to do what somebody say. I can't protect myself, so somebody tell me to do something. Well, I guess I got to do it then. Or they're going to harm me.
Gotta take matters to your own hands.
So, old President Trump effing up. Oh, here goes CJ now.
America!
Have you heard?
America! Like I said, we ain't flunkies. We are not flunkies at all. Just like when we found out Obama was tripping, which was after his presidency was over with the second term, before we actually realized that, we was like, yo, this dude was tripping that whole time. So we came and we were speaking out against him, but we'll do the same thing with Trump. Within reason.
Like we said at the beginning, if he does something out of the way that we don't agree with, we will speak on it.
And the funny thing is, the people, like the leftists, they're complaining about the fact that in his speech, he never said we need gun control.
Yeah.
Gun reform.
You got to win on this one, and you too stupid to recognize.
Exactly. In a sense, you got to win.
You got to win.
They were just...
He opened the door for you, and you just walk right past it like, nope, that's Trump opening the door. I don't want to go in.
He gave you an in.
He gave you an in, and you, like, some of y'all won't even take it.
All you can focus on was the fact that it's Trump, and all he said was, "Oh, we need to focus on trying to find the negative point of his speech." When you miss the negative points, the only negative point the left is really pointing out is the fact that he said he didn't say common sense gun control or gun reform and he said none of that, but he was focusing on mental stability and mental health.
That's not gonna do anything. We have to take the guns away.
That was like, really? That's what you're going for? Like, you miss your end. Leftist. You could have taken that and run with it. But yeah, Trump, dude, yeah. But we can't give a thumbs up to Trump though, because we're the left. Like, we're against him completely, wholeheartedly. Anything that comes out of the man's mouth, we have to be against, no matter what he says. So, left missed out on that win, and let's hope that they're completely stupid and continue to be stupid and completely miss it. So even if something like this does become implemented, like, I don't even know if they were like agreeing with him on the bump stop ban, just because he did it. It's like it's not much talk about that. much praise or anything.
Because he didn't go far enough for them.
Yeah, I guess not. You know, because it isn't the guns. Like the left is even too stupid. I'm like, it is our personal property though.
Exactly. And that's the president.
That should be a win. That should be a win. That's a win for like leftists.
That's my problem, man. That's my problem. My biggest problem with President Trump is the fact that he keeps setting precedents that are going to be detrimental to us in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
You keep on setting up situations that the left is going to capitalize on. Stop it. That's what scares me more than anything.
Yeah, it is kind of scary. But like I said, I'm still optimistic about the administration here. So, you know, to me, overall, I'm still seeing more positive than negative. But the negative is
so big.
They're big droplets of negatives, like big doggy dupes just boom.
Exactly. You got little raindrops of positive, and you got hailstones of negative coming down here.
Got some pretty big successes, but
them hailstones, you might have
so
some.
big. When you drop them negative, they just be like, boom.
You got basketball style hailstones falling. It's crazy, bro.
It's like just dropping LeBron James all over Steph Curry or something. Like, boom, 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 boom.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying now, man. If somebody come in and they like 100% on the Second Amendment, I might have to go another way. Cause, dude.
The thing is, they'll be pro 2A. I don't think it's any real pro 2A in DC anymore. But they'll be pro 2A, and then they'll be like for like killing babies and free speech. They'll be just like for everything else that's against any right-leaning thought process.
But if you can keep,
so I don't even think that's a possible. I don't think it's
your
possible.
Guns, you can kind of do some stuff.
But I don't even think it's possible to have someone who's like pro 2A, truly pro 2A, and then be left-leaning on everything else. All of this shit. I don't even think that's a possibility.
No, I doubt it.
I don't think that person exists. Because
like
I said,
not.
Even the pro
2A,
even the pro 2A, the supposed pro 2A of all pro 2A, the NRA, isn't.
Don't even talk about it. I haven't said pro 2A in a minute now. They really, oh my God, it's such a bad taste in my mouth from them right now.
Yeah. But yeah, that's where we are.
That's our take on it.
That's our take on it, yeah. That's
if you agree, put it in the comments below. If you disagree, put it in the comments below.
And like I said, we'll put links to the videos of the Coleon Awards, his interview with TMZ. That was pretty dope. And as well as the clip that we played. We're gonna play it one last time.
No, we're not.
No, you don't want to play it no more.
No.
You gonna get upset.
I'm not. Yeah, I will. And I'll go on another rant.
We won't play it, but we'll put a link in the description below so y'all can actually see Trump in the minute or so of our issue that we had with his speech.
Yeah, and the reasons why.
Yeah. So we appreciate you guys for tuning in with us.
Oh, like,
always, much
share,
love.
Subscribe, hit the little bell.
Hit the bell.
On the side. We never used to say that, but hit the little bell.
Yeah, so you
get people ain't getting notifications, man.
Yeah, you probably still won't get notified.
Probably won't.
But at least you did all you can.
Yeah.
All you could do, you did all you could do. Then you can just rest assured that, oh, man, those taste buds are getting screwed, but I did my part.
Yo, and like we always say, check out our Teespring store.
Check out the Teespring store.
Got some nice stuff there.
Liberty-based material. If you like
HB hats.
HB hats.
Oh, the shirts.
HB shades. No, they're not really HB shades. Let me stop mine.
Q reparations. I'd rather build businesses. Ha ha.
Didn't even say that you would be successful at doing it, but you'd rather do it.
Oh yeah. Self-sustainability is a wonderful thing.
Exactly. So check us out. HB store at teespring.com. Oh yeah. So appreciate you guys tuning in, listening with us. Let us know what you think. Show some love.
We're humbled by the super chats.
Definitely. We thank you guys for the super chats, most definitely. So we're gonna sign out. So until next time, guys, continue to fight for the Constitution
with these, so that hopefully
and prayerfully
we never have to use these. Peace.
Deuce.